he just had a totally different mentality in terms of being able to do things and take risks than I did. And I thought he was fascinating, but he was 18. I didn't think I was going to marry him.
After 20 years together, Mark Zuckerberg's wife finally breaks her silence on their incoming divorce. What she shared will leave you speechless. From Harvard dorm rooms to a billion-dollar empire, Zuckerberg and Chan built a life together. But now, their seemingly perfect marriage is ending in heartbreak. What is the real reason behind this divorce will surprise you. Let's take a closer look. Before we proceed further, let's start with the beginning. The story of Mark Zuckerberg and Priscilla Chan began in a bathroom line at Harvard's Alpha Epsilon Pi fraternity party in 2003. Chan, a sophomore from Boston, found herself standing behind a curly-haired student who was already gaining notoriety on campus. At the time, Zuckerberg faced possible expulsion for creating FaceMash, a controversial website ranking students' attractiveness. Their first conversation set the tone for their relationship. Zuckerberg jokingly suggested they should date quickly before Harvard kicked him out.
I'm like a type A student. At the end of the date, he said, I have a take-home midterm I need to do, but I'd rather hang out with you.
Which I thought would be just like a compliment, right? I mean, it's like, all right, I'm having fun, this is going well.
I was like, this guy's going nowhere, he's blowing off his homework.
From your standpoint, Mark, you're thinking that's a way to impress her, to say, I'm so interested in you, I'd much rather spend time with you than my homework.
Yeah, and I was pretty confident I could do the test fine. So,
Despite the challenges around him, something sparked between the hardworking pre-med student and the tech-savvy sophomore. On their first date, their differences became clear. Chan was super organized, while Zuckerberg was more go with the flow. He even told her he'd rather spend time with her than finish his take-home test, which both surprised and impressed the focused Chan. During these early days, they faced the challenges of building relationships while pursuing different paths. Chan remained focused on her studies, maintaining her commitment to becoming a doctor. Meanwhile, Zuckerberg spent late nights coding in his dorm room, laying the groundwork for Facebook. When Zuckerberg dropped out of Harvard to pursue Facebook full-time, their relationship faced its first major test. He moved to Palo Alto, California, while Chan stayed at Harvard to complete her degree. The distance might have ended many college relationships, but they found ways to maintain their connection through regular calls and visits.
Not different than before he launched the website. No one in their wildest dreams would imagine that this is what would happen after that. It was his next project.
Chan's support proved crucial during Facebook's early days. When Yahoo offered to buy Facebook for $1 billion in 2006, she witnessed Zuckerberg at his most anxious. She later described this period as one of the most stressful times in their relationship, watching him wrestle with a decision that would affect not just their future, but the future of social media. After graduating from Harvard in 2007, Chan moved to California to be with Zuckerberg. She began medical school at the University of California, San Francisco, juggling her intense studies with their evolving relationship. To stay connected, Chan introduced their well-known 100-minute rule, dedicating at least 100 minutes each day to uninterrupted time together, away from Facebook and other distractions. As they settled in California, their bond grew stronger despite the demands of Chan's studies and Zuckerberg's rapidly expanding company. Sundays became their special day to explore Asian cuisine, honoring Chan's heritage. They also enjoyed simple joys like park walks, bocce games, and friendly rowing competitions, finding balance in shared routines.
The success of Facebook certainly has a lot to do with Priscilla's influence on you. Would you agree with that?
I think that's got to be true.
You run things by her,
Yeah, but I think, but we also just talk about our philosophy on life, and then that ends up, having a lot of effects on, how I think about building my team at Facebook and the values with which we run the organization.
In 2010, their relationship reached a new milestone when Chan moved into Zuckerberg's rented Palo Alto house. True to his tech background, he announced the move on Facebook, humorously offering their extra furniture to friends. That same year, they adopted a poodle dog named Beast, who quickly became their first child and a regular star on their social media. The couple's first major real estate purchase came in 2011, a 5-bedroom home in Palo Alto worth $7 million. Zuckerberg, thinking ahead, acquired 4 neighboring properties for $43 million, creating a private compound. Despite their growing wealth, friends noted how they maintained relatively modest daily habits. Their 2012 wedding showed their simple and practical style. Guests thought they were attending a party for Chan's medical school graduation, but it turned out to be their wedding instead. The small backyard ceremony was quiet and personal, highlighting their love for meaningful moments over big, flashy events.
He just believes in me so much, even when I don't believe in myself. Highlighting where I have strength where I may not see my own strength.
The couple's honeymoon in Rome made headlines not for its luxury, but for its simplicity. Photos of the billionaire couple eating at McDonald's went viral, showcasing their down-to-earth nature. Upon returning, they settled into married life while Chan completed her pediatric residency. But wait, there is more. The path to parenthood proved challenging. Chan experienced 3 miscarriages before they welcomed their first daughter, Maxima, in 2015. They shared their struggles openly, helping destigmatize pregnancy loss. The birth of Max marked not just a personal milestone, but inspired their largest philanthropic commitment.
Having this child has made us think about all of the things that should be improved in the world for her whole generation. The only way that we reach our full human potential is if we're able to unlock the gifts of every person around the world.
The arrival of their first child sparked the creation of the Chan-Zuckerberg initiative CZI. They pledged 99% of their Facebook shares to charitable causes, focusing on education, scientific research, and community development. The gesture, worth billions, represented one of the largest charitable commitments in history. Their philanthropy extended beyond monetary donations.
We're expecting our little girl any day now, and we want her to have the benefits of an entire generation that is able to take advantage of all that we're able to create.
You know, she and everyone in her generation really should be able to live much better lives than we can in all these ways. And I hope that, not just our child, but, everyone in our community has an opportunity to go on and have an even bigger impact in the world.
Chan opened a private school serving low-income students, combining her medical knowledge with education. They donated $75 million to San Francisco General Hospital's Trauma Center, though this later became controversial due to Facebook's privacy issues. In 2016, they announced an ambitious goal through CZI to help cure, prevent, or manage all diseases within their daughter's lifetime. The $3 billion commitment demonstrated their belief in using technology and innovation to solve global challenges. During this period, they also expanded their property portfolio, purchasing land in Hawaii and estates in Lake Tahoe. Their family expanded with the birth of their second daughter, August, in 2017. Zuckerberg took 2 months of paternity leave, emphasizing their commitment to family values. They established family traditions like making challah bread together and taking annual 2-week international trips. These vacations often focused on connecting with Chan's heritage, with Zuckerberg learning Mandarin to better communicate with her family. During this period, their wealth continued to grow, but they maintained structured family time. Their home life revolved around simple pleasures, cooking together, reading to their daughters, and maintaining their weekly date nights. Chan's influence helped keep their family grounded despite their enormous wealth and public status. The couple strengthened their philanthropic work during the COVID-19 pandemic. Through CZI, they established testing facilities in the Bay Area and supported various public health initiatives. Their third daughter, Aurelia, arrived in March 2023, completing their family amid significant professional changes. October 20th, 2021 marked a pivotal moment when Zuckerberg announced Facebook's rebranding to Meta. His vision for the metaverse represented more than a company rebrand. It began consuming increasing amounts of his time and attention. Meta invested billions in developing virtual reality technology and creating Horizon Worlds, their flagship metaverse platform. The project faced significant challenges. Despite massive investment, user engagement remained low. The technology often felt clunky and primitive compared to the sleek promotional videos. By 2023, Meta had lost $21 billion on the metaverse, while competing technologies like generative AI captured public interest. Signs of strain in their relationship emerged as Zuckerberg's metaverse obsession grew. Chan revealed he was spending up to 14 hours daily in virtual reality. More concerning were behavioral changes, referring to her as his human wife, and questioning whether she was his computer spouse or flesh spouse after VR sessions. Chan responded to this and said, "The metaverse took my husband." His grand gestures raised eyebrows among relationship experts. The anniversary recording with T-Pain and the 7-foot Roman-style statue of Chan drew mixed reactions. Clinical psychologist Isabel Morley suggested these displays might indicate underlying issues rather than a genuine connection. Their relationship now stands at a crossroads. While they maintain public appearances of unity, questions persist about the impact of Zuckerberg's virtual reality focus on their family life. The contrast between Chan's practical medical background and Zuckerberg's increasing detachment from physical reality creates unique challenges. The couple is under the spotlight as other big tech marriages, like those of Bill Gates and Jeff Bezos, have ended in divorce. Their situation brings up important questions about balancing big career dreams with personal relationships. While Chan stays quiet about these issues, Zuckerberg's actions and Meta's problems leave many wondering what's next for them. Their story goes beyond a personal journey. It explores the delicate balance between technology, wealth, and family. From their humble beginnings at Harvard to becoming one of tech's most well-known couples, they've managed to stay grounded in many ways while navigating unique challenges. The outcome of their journey might shape how people view the role of technology in relationships and family life. As the metaverse evolves and their children grow, the Zuckerbergs must find a way to bridge virtual ambitions with real-world connections. Will their modern marriage stand the test of time, or will the pressures of their high-tech world pull them apart? Share your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for more updates.
I was no longer confirmed. It was easy. It was the minute she walked in the door, I was just, taken by her. And the fun part was, I didn't know whether, she would like me or any of those things. And then
Wait, George, stop it.
And then we went.
know if Amal would like you.
Yes, and and then she's this extraordinarily, fun, smart, beautiful, great woman. And, I was just very taken with her. And I started writing her letters.
Hollywood's power couple George and Amal Clooney's seemingly perfect marriage has been rocked by shocking revelations from an unexpected source. Sandra Bullock, George's longtime friend and confidant, has reportedly exposed intimate details about the couple's troubled relationship, sending shockwaves through entertainment circles. The Oscar-winning actress's unprecedented decision to break her silence has pulled back the curtain on mounting tensions between the internationally renowned lawyer and Hollywood's former most eligible bachelor. Before we talk about this breaking story, let's acknowledge just how rare it is for someone from George Clooney's inner circle to speak out about his personal life. Sandra Bullock's alleged decision to share these details has sent shockwaves through Hollywood's elite circles, leaving fans and industry insiders alike scrambling to process the implications of her revelations. According to recent reports, Sandra Bullock's candid disclosures about George's past and present have painted a complex picture of a marriage potentially under strain. The Oscar-winning actress, who has maintained a close friendship with George Clooney for decades, reportedly shared intimate details about the challenges facing the power couple, offering a rare glimpse behind the carefully curated public image of the Clooney's relationship. The timing of these revelations couldn't be more significant, coming amidst swirling rumors about tension between George and Amal. While the couple has always presented a united front in public, sources close to the situation suggest that behind closed doors, they may be grappling with issues that threaten the very foundation of their marriage. Let's rewind and examine the fascinating dynamics at play here. Sandra Bullock and George Clooney's friendship blossomed during their collaboration on the critically acclaimed film Gravity, where their on-screen chemistry translated into a genuine off-screen bond. This long-standing friendship has given Sandra a unique perspective on George's journey from Hollywood's most eligible bachelor to married family man. The story becomes even more intriguing when we consider the delicate position Sandra found herself in. As someone who knows both George's past and present intimately, she allegedly felt compelled to share certain truths with Amal. These weren't just casual revelations. They reportedly included detailed insights into George's pre-marriage lifestyle and behavior patterns that may have caught Amal off guard. One of the most striking aspects of this situation is how it highlights the complex intersection of loyalty, friendship, and truth-telling. Sandra's reported decision to open up to Amal raises fascinating questions about the obligations of friendship and the price of honesty in Hollywood's upper echelons. Talking about the historical context, it's worth noting that George Clooney's transformation from Hollywood's perpetual bachelor to committed family man was one of the industry's most celebrated love stories. When he met Amal Alamuddin in 2013, it seemed like the perfect match: the charismatic actor-director and the brilliant human rights lawyer. Their 2014 wedding in Venice was nothing short of a fairy tale, capturing the imagination of millions worldwide. However, as Sandra's alleged revelations suggest, the reality behind this picture-perfect facade might be more complicated. The challenges of merging two high-powered careers, maintaining privacy under the constant glare of media attention, and navigating the expectations of both Hollywood and international legal circles have reportedly taken their toll. The most shocking aspect of Sandra's reported disclosures centers around George's pre-marriage lifestyle and how it might be affecting his current relationship. While George's reputation as a charming bachelor was well known, the specific details Sandra allegedly shared with Amal seem to have painted a more detailed picture than what was previously public knowledge. According to sources, Sandra's conversation with Amal wasn't meant to be malicious, but rather came from a place of genuine concern. The actress reportedly felt that transparency about George's past might help Amal better understand certain aspects of his behavior and personality. However, this well-intentioned disclosure may have had unintended consequences, potentially adding strain to an already complex situation. The impact of these revelations extends beyond just George and Amal's relationship. Their twins, Alexander and Ella, are now at the center of considerations about the future. Both George and Amal have consistently prioritized their children's well-being, and any decisions about their relationship will undoubtedly take into account the impact on their family unit. Looking at the near past, we can trace a pattern of subtle signs that might have indicated growing tension. The couple's public appearances became less frequent, their joint statements more measured, and their individual focus on separate projects more pronounced. While these changes could be attributed to natural evolution in any relationship, Sandra's insights suggest they might have been indicators of deeper issues. The dynamics of their relationship have always been unique. Amal's career as an international human rights lawyer means she often deals with high-stakes cases that require extensive travel and attention. Meanwhile, George's involvement in various film projects, humanitarian causes, and business ventures creates its own set of demands. Balancing these commitments while maintaining a strong marriage and raising twins would challenge any couple, let alone one under constant public scrutiny. As we look toward the future, several possibilities emerge. Industry insiders suggest that George and Amal might be approaching a crossroads in their relationship. While divorce rumors continue to circulate, others believe the couple might be working through their issues privately, possibly with professional help. The implications of any major changes in their relationship would be far-reaching. Both George and Amal have built significant individual brands that are now intertwined with their identity as a power couple. Their joint humanitarian efforts, political activism, and social causes could be affected by any significant changes in their personal relationship. Sandra Bullock's role in this unfolding drama adds another layer of complexity to the situation. As someone who has maintained close friendships with both parties, she might find herself in an increasingly delicate position as the situation develops. Her alleged decision to share these revelations with Amal could potentially impact her long-standing friendship with George. Looking ahead, several scenarios seem possible. The couple might emerge stronger from this period of apparent difficulty, having addressed any underlying issues brought to light by Sandra's revelations. Alternatively, they might choose to pursue separate paths while maintaining a cordial relationship for the sake of their children and shared causes. The entertainment industry will be watching closely as this situation unfolds. George Clooney's status as one of Hollywood's most beloved figures and Amal's reputation as a respected international lawyer mean that any major changes in their relationship would have significant ripple effects through both their professional spheres. It's important to note that relationships, especially those lived under public scrutiny, are incredibly complex. Sandra Bullock's reported revelations have offered a rare glimpse behind the curtain of one of Hollywood's most prominent couples, reminding us that even the most picture-perfect relationships face real challenges. What happens next in the Clooney saga remains to be seen. Will Sandra's alleged disclosures serve as a catalyst for positive change, or will they contribute to further complications? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, this story has captured the attention of fans and industry insiders alike, prompting important discussions about friendship, loyalty, and the price of fame. As we continue to follow this developing story, we're reminded that even Hollywood's most glamorous couples face very human challenges. The coming months will likely reveal more about the impact of Sandra's revelations and the future of George and Amal's relationship. Remember to stay tuned for more updates on this evolving situation. The story of George and Amal Clooney's relationship continues to unfold, and with friends like Sandra Bullock potentially sharing more insights, we might be witnessing just the beginning of a significant chapter in Hollywood history. What are your thoughts on these revelations? Do you think Sandra Bullock was right to share these details with Amal? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more breaking celebrity news and in-depth analysis of Hollywood's biggest stories.
What makes Hollywood's most notorious bachelor finally surrender his freedom and admit he was wrong about love? For decades, George Clooney proudly wore the crown of Hollywood's most eligible bachelor, famously declaring he would never again walk down the aisle after his failed marriage to Talia Balsam in 1993, as he charmed his way through a string of glamorous relationships with celebrities like Sarah Larson, Elisabetta Canales, and Stacy Keibler. The world wondered, would anyone ever capture the heart of this committed bachelor? The answer arrived in an unexpected package, not in the form of another Hollywood starlet, but through a brilliant international human rights lawyer who had never sought the spotlight. When George Clooney met Amal Alamuddin at his Lake Como home in 2013, something shifted in the universe of this seemingly unchangeable man. What was it about this accomplished attorney that made one of Hollywood's most steadfast bachelors completely reverse his stance on marriage? Perhaps it was her disinterest in his celebrity status, or her dedication to fighting for justice on the global stage. Whatever the magnetic force, their connection was immediate and profound. For the first time in his life, Clooney found himself facing an uncomfortable truth. His carefully constructed life of freedom and independence felt incomplete. Now, over a decade later, as rumors of marital struggles surface and their twins Alexander and Ella grow up in the spotlight, questions arise about whether this unlikely union can withstand the pressures of their vastly different worlds. Has the former bachelor truly found his match? Or are the very reasons that kept him single for so long threatening to unravel what seemed to be Hollywood's perfect love story?
So now, who do you think started? Do you think Portia started that rumor? It's every day some other story. I think I'm on the cover of a magazine. Amal and I are fighting getting divorced.
Oh, already?
That's sad.
So sorry.
Well, we tried.
You look good together.
We gave it a good run.
The couple's 2014 Venice wedding marked a new chapter in Clooney's life. The ceremony, held at the Amen Canal Grand Hotel, was an elegant affair that captured global attention. In the early years of their